Alright, hey, Hayes Omega here. Welcome to another Hayes Omega Rav4 Prime video. So in this video, Hayes Omega will be rotating his tires left to right and right to left, okay? I did a separate video on the forward and backward tire rotation. And okay, here's the reason why. Here's the reason I rotate my tires this way, okay? So every 5,000 miles, I rotate my tires, okay? So why do you rotate your tires? So they wear more evenly, okay? Typically your front tires will wear on the outside faster than the tires on the rear, right? And depending on how your alignment is, sometimes the inside of the tire wears out faster on the rear, okay? So that's why you rotate it, so you get the most life out of your tires, okay, guys? And that's because the front wheels on your Rav4 or any vehicle, they work harder than the rear wheels because they have to not only steer the vehicle, but they also propel the vehicle also, okay? So the front tires need to do more work, so that's why you should rotate them so they get a break, okay? They get a break, all right, type of thing, all right? So what Hayes Omega does is every 5,000 miles, so I'm at 65,000 right now, I rotate my tires either left to right or front to back, okay? And as some people have been mentioning, oh, you don't do it that way. You can rotate your tires any way you guys want, all right? The ideal way to do it would be to get the whole thing up on the lift and just literally rotate all the tires, right? But I don't have that luxury. I don't have a lift, all right? It's more of a pain in the butt for me to have to lift the front and the back of the vehicle, right? It's not as safe, okay? All right, so yeah, so that's the reason why I rotate it. You rotate it left to right, so your tires, the tires that are on the right side, you know, they get to spend time on the left side, because sometimes your vehicle might, you know, you might take more left turns than right turns type of thing. And also, those of you that, you know, park on the curb and scuff your tires up, well, that tire scuffing, it adds up over time and it damages the sidewall, guys. So if you rotate left to right, you can better manage that curb scuffing, okay? All right, for you curb scuffers, all right. So this time around, I'm gonna rotate left to right, right? And it's really easy. And if you want to learn how to do front to back, I'll show you how I do it front to back, right? This is how I do it, okay, guys? It's not you know, this isn't the only way to rotate tires, all right, guys? But this is the way Hayes Omega does it, okay? And I will be doing it on my 2021 Toyota Rav4 Prime SE, okay? So one thing about the rotation also is what type of tires you have, okay? If you have a symmetrical tire, all right, that means a tire that you can install anywhere on the vehicle, all right? That means the tread is the same on both sides of the tire, all right? Even if you flip it or you go left or right or whatever, it should be fine, okay? If you have a directional tire, then you should only rotate your tires front and back, all right? If you have staggered wheels, that means, like, you know, your rear wheels are wider than your front wheels, then you should, I don't even really know. I don't think you can even rotate those. Maybe you can only rotate those left to right. That's a good question, all right? It depends on the type of tire that you're running, okay, guys? But Hayes Omega is running the Falcon Wild Peak HE Trails, all right? And those are symmetrical. So that means I can install that tire anywhere I want on the vehicle. It doesn't matter because there's not a certain direction that it was designed to run, okay, guys? So yeah, so there is that, all right? So if you do have a directional tire or an asymmetrical tire, asymmetrical means, well, I think asymmetrical means you can install it anywhere you want, but the front of the tire has to be like facing a certain way when you install it, okay? There's a front and there's a back part of the tire, all right, guys? But like I said, I have the symmetrical kind. I could flip the tire if I wanted to, you know, that type of thing, and it wouldn't matter, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Here's some of the tools I'll be using. I'll be using an impact gun, all right, with a 19 millimeter. Why 19 millimeter? Well, because I have those spline lug nuts, okay? Yeah, they're kind of locks, but not really, all right? It just makes it more annoying to steal them, right? And they're also lighter weight, and they look cooler looking. All right, so I've got that. And I've got a big old torque wrench. I will be torquing the lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds, all right, guys? if you don't put anti-seize on the threads on yours, I suggest you do that too. I'm pretty sure I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it. I've got a floor jack, all right here. You can see the handle sticking up there, and I've got a chock, okay, so to keep the vehicle from rolling because I'm working in a sloped driveway. Okay, so let's go knock it out. All right, I want to. There's a storm coming, and I want to knock this out before it starts. It gets here. Okay. Okay, guys. So that's my jack, and we're going to jack up the rear. All right. So if you watched Hayes Omega's video on jacking points for the Toyota Rav4, then you'll kind of already know like half of what's going on here. Okay. Anyway, I will show you where the jacking point is. All right. It's on the cross member. All right, guys. Yeah. See right there. Right there, that's where we're gonna put the jack up on, okay? But before we do that, we're gonna put the wheel chock, all right? And obviously we're gonna put the wheel chock on the tires that we're not rotating, so that we're not rotating the front ones right now. So we put this guy on the front wheel, okay? Just safety first, right? Okay, you do not need to use jack stands unless you're working underneath the vehicle, and we're not working underneath the vehicle. If the vehicle falls, then it falls. At least it won't kill you. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go put the jack on, and I'll show you where I put it, even though I just told you. Okay. I felt it roll a little bit there, guys. That's why we use a chock, okay? Even though it's in park, remember that your front doesn't have a parking brake, you know? It has the parking gear. Okay, just jack it a few inches off the ground. All right, there it is. That's where I jacked it up on. All right. Okay, I got my wheel lock key right here. I apologize, the charge cable's in the way. I'm charging the vehicle right now. All right, and then I've got my impact gun with the 19mm. That took a while. Okay, I'm gonna pull the wheel off. Chances are, if you haven't touched these wheels in a while, they won't come off. You're gonna have to hit them or just yank at them harder. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go move this to the other side already. I'm going to move this to the other side. Okay, I'm going to go grab the other wheel. All right. Put it on there. Mine has these spacers in the center. Make sure you don't lose them. All right, if you have them. Also, another good thing is, since you got the wheel off, it's a good time to inspect it and make sure there's no punctures on it. All right. And it looks fine. Okay, aha, so the spacer came off with the wheel, but this one didn't. So that's why I'm having trouble getting it on. Why isn't that going on? There we go. Okay. What I like to do is kind of hold my foot where I want it to be. I grab the socket, the key. I thread it in my hand so I don't strip the lug nuts. All right. Okay, just a couple turns. Okay, go gun it on. So I'm going to gun it on in a star pattern. Okay, it doesn't have to be super tight, but it's got to be on there. Okay, I'm going to go make sure I put this back on the, the other wheel. Okay, we're going to do the same thing for this. Inspect the tire, make sure there's no punctures in it. It looks good. Up. Trying to get this done before the rain comes in. Okay, I like to do it lightly at first so the wheel seats itself properly. Okay, and then once you get one time, then that's when you want to make sure it's pretty tight. It doesn't have to be really tight as long as it's seated. That's when we torque it, okay? All right, and then that's it. We're done doing the rotation. Next thing to do is lower the jack. Okay, make sure there's nothing underneath it. Okay. Okay, I got my torque wrench here. I got it set to 80 foot-pounds. Okay, you want to do a star pattern. Okay, since I have such a big torque wrench, it makes it easy. I don't have to exert a lot of pressure on it. I'm going to go around one more time just to be sure. Okay, and sometimes what I like to do is once you go around in a star pattern, I go in a circular pattern just to double check you make sure you got them all, okay? That's it. We're done with this side. Okay, do the same thing on this side. I'll do it on this side so you guys can see, but normally I would torque it in the clockwise direction. Okay. The good thing, if you use the torque wrench going up, if the socket slips or whatever, you won't bust your knuckles on the ground. So go around in a circle, check. It's kind of easy to miss it when you do the star pattern. That's what I want to say. Okay, and we're done. All right, so the rear is done. Okay, so since we're done with the rear, we're gonna go move the chock up to the rear. From the front to the back. Okay. I'm just going to put the chock on one of the rear wheels in the direction you think it'll roll. My driveway is sloped that way, so I want to put it on going that way, or on the right side of the tires. Okay. Okay, we're going to go jack up the front, and before that, I will show you where the jacking point is. Alright, so it's right there. Alright, see here? There's like an opening in the plastic here. That's where you want to put the jack, okay? Okay, that's where I jacked it up on. You guys can see. Alright. Okay, we're gonna take this wheel off. Okay, I'm gonna go move this wheel to the other side. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here because we're gonna use it to put the other wheel on. I'm gonna go take this one off and move it to the other side while inspecting for punctures and stuff. Yeah, if you have these spacers, make sure they're still on there, okay guys? That's time it did it, alright. Yeah, it's a good time to take a look at underneath there, see if there's anything out of the ordinary. I think it looks okay. I think I was in there recently anyways, you know. Okay. Alright, I don't have a lot of room for this one. Alright, I gotta do this left-handed. Oh, wait. Yeah. Gotta put it in by hand first. Gun it in slowly first. Okay, I'm going to put it in harder now. Side's done. Move to the other side. Okay, go grab the wheel. Okay, done with this side. Now we go lower. Okay, we're gonna go lower the vehicle now. Make sure there's nothing underneath the wheels or anything that will get crushed. Okay, now we go torque. Boom, done. Alright guys, and there you have it. Alright, that's how Hades Omega rotates the tires left to right and right to left on his Toyota Rav4 Prime. Okay, so in 5,000 miles, Hades Omega is going to rotate the rears to the front and the front to the rear. Alright, and then the next 5,000 I'm going to do the same thing I just did now. Okay, if you want to know how Hades Omega does the back to the front rotation, then I will put a link to that at the end of this video. Alright, yeah, and then I don't know, I guess the most important thing is to have the torque wrench, guys. Okay, this definitely helps a whole lot. Alright, the impact gun, if you got one of these guys, it makes it really easy. Alright, and then yes, obviously you're gonna need a pretty beefy jack. Okay, yeah, guys, so I apologize, my jack doesn't have the sticker on it that says how many tons it can lift. Alright, well, I'm pretty certain this is an SUV jack, and it's rated to lift up to 5 tons. Okay, I think somewhere around there. If you got like a jack that can do like 2.5 tons and up, then that should be fine. Okay, anything smaller than that, I don't recommend it. All right, if you got one of those compact jacks, don't use one of those guys, man. At least use one that has a big foot. All right, like the size of your fist. All right, bigger than the size of your fist. All right, guys. Yeah, you want a pretty meaty jack. The Rav4 is a kind of big vehicle. All right, and so it's really heavy. All right, guys. I think the Rav4 comes in at like 4,400 pounds or something. So you're gonna need a decent sized jack to lift it, is what I say. All right, but I've been getting guy pretty well with a 5 ton and a 2.5 ton jack. Okay. So yeah. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I hope this was entertaining and educational. That's how Hades Omega rotates his tires when he does the left and the right. All right, the horizontal rotation. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Hades Omega out.